smack 'em a god, my friends. I got me a donation from one of the most killer, coolest people on the planet, Wilson from Chicago. Wilson, I don't know if you caught it, but there were a couple news reports where I gave you a shout out. I hope you caught those. I want to thank you, my friend. Every month, you are just the best, dude. You're the best. So Wilson wants me to do a track by track. And boy, if anybody deserves a track by track, it's Wilson from Chicago. And he wants me to put ManOwaR's Warriors of the World versus High on Fire. Snakes of the Divine. Now, man, both these albums are awesome. And I'm a big ManOwaR fan, but I got to go with High on Fire on this one. I think High on Fire is the better album. Because the problem with Warriors of the World for me, there's too many like pointless instrumentals, and some of the songs are kind of lackluster. But the songs that are good are fucking great on this album. So let's get into this, Wilson. Oh, and by the way, I opened for High on Fire once. And man, Matt Pike is the coolest dude. He actually really loved my band, you know, and it was a pre-Motorhead Cruise show, and I was on the Motorhead Cruise, and he saw me, and he came up to me, dude, let's hang out, and it's awesome. And you know, at the time, that was at the time when I just stopped drinking, you know, for health reasons. But he was still drinking. He's sober now, which I'm glad to hear. You know, I didn't know he had a drinking problem, but he was an awesome drunk though, man. He was so much fun, and we hung out a lot, you know. And he was telling me, you know, like, you know, when we hang out, we leave, he goes, hey, dude, let's hang out tomorrow, and blah, blah, blah. We did. We hung out a lot, man. The guy is pure class. I love Matt. All right, now we go into the thing with Snake for the Divine versus Call of Arms. Man, Snake for the Divine is fucking awesome. It's killer. But I gotta go with Call to Arms. I love that song. What a great opener. Love ManOwaR, man. Alright, I'm gonna say something. It'll be controversial. I don't mean to piss you people off, but this is just how I feel, okay? I feel Eric Adams from ManOwaR is the greatest metal singer. Yes, I like him more than Dio, Rob Halford, Jeff Tate. I love them all. There's no metal singer I like more than Eric Adams. He is my great, and I know I just did a ManOwaR episode on the Rock and Metal Combat podcast where my co-host was like, what, you crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I know a lot of people will think that, but remember this, kids. It's my opinion, not yours. So if you are like, well, I like Dio more than Eric Adams, come on. That's cool if you think that. But by telling me, like, what, you're wrong? You're an idiot, all right? Plain and simple. All right, next. The Fight for Freedom versus Frost Hammer. Total win for Frost Hammer. This song is crushing. Absolutely love it. All right, next. Bastard Samurai versus Nesu Dorma. I love Bastard Samurai, but Nesu Dorma, that's a song that, you know, Pavarotti made famous, and Eric Adams nails it badly. He's so amazing, man. There's a good example why he's my favorite singer. I can't see Dio or Halford or Jeff Tate nail that song like Eric Adams does. I'm sure they can sing it, but not as good as Eric Adams, I don't think. I'm giving that to Nesu Dorma. Next, Ghostneck versus Valhalla. Ghostneck is a killer track. Valhalla is just a small instrumental, a waste of time. It loses. All right, next, The Path. This one's a small instrumental, and that's going against Swords in the Wind. Though, I'm giving it to the small instrumental, The Path. I think it's really awesome. And it's not really as short as Valhalla. It's rocking, man. I give it to that. All right, next. Fire, Blood, and Plague. Killer tune. Versus an American Trilogy. Again, I gotta go with ManOwaR. It is that song that Elvis made famous. And again, his voice, Eric Adams, like, is the VIP on that song. Fucking nails it, man. And anybody out there, if you're an Elvis fan, go check out American Trilogy by ManOwaR. I'm sure you'll be impressed. Or you'll need Q-tips. All right, next. How Dark We Pray versus The March. How Dark We Play is awesome and it wins. The March is like a long, drawn out, like classical piece I don't care for. That's what makes this album suffer for me, is these pointless tunes. All right, next. Now the ManOwaR album gets awesome, where we got Holy Flames of the Fire Spitter, which I love, against Warriors of the World United. I gotta go with ManOwaR on that one. That song rules. I'll tell you a real quick thing, man. I don't know how to you guys can get it, but somebody made me a copy of Jaws, but it's a different version of Jaws. Like this, it's really good though. They switch scenes around, and like at the end of the movie, they play, you know, part of Orca. I don't know, it's awesome. But there's a scene where Matt Hooper gets in the cage underwater. That scene where Jaws is coming toward him, they play Warriors of the World United. So awesome. All right, next, let's see here. Mystery of Helm, cool tune, but it's going against Hannah Doom. I see the fear you have inside. You can run but never hide. I will punch you down and tear you limb from limb. ManOwaR wins that one. Next, Eyes and Teeth, also awesome, but you know what? The best song on this album for me is House of Death. You know, into the fire of hell I will burn and die. Wins. All right, then we come to the last track, which is Cometh Down Hessian versus Fight Until We Die. Both cool, but I'm giving that one a high on fire. So Wilson from Chicago, you rule, buddy. And this is the final score. Very close one, man. Just 1 point apart, but I still like the High on Fire album more, but hey, it's all luck of the draw. So Wilson, I really hope you enjoyed your track-by-track album battle. You rock, my friend, and everybody out there watching right now, you all rock as well. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. And in case you are subscribed, please check to see if you're still subscribed, because people are getting subscribed for no reason, and that's lame, like those instrumental songs on the ManOwaR album. And please like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, like Wilson from Chicago. Can't get cooler than that. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gaba.